on my mind all night last night was just the idea of comparison being the thief of joy, and how we constantly are consumed by other people's bodies and other people's lives and the way that they're being successful. And like, I'm guilty as well of comparison and being able to look at another female and saying, oh, I really want her body, or looking at other people that are getting promotions, or they're moving, or they're in a great relationship, and being envious because I would like those things. And sometimes it's really hard to be able to separate like wanting what other people have, or wanting to be someone else, or wanting to look like someone else. And I think that there's a lot to be said about just being able to stay in the moment and realizing that like most of the time, especially on social media, all we're seeing are the highlight reels of what people are doing in their lives. Like, they're not showing us the down and outs, the sad days, the days that they sit alone on their couch by themselves and eat popcorn and peanut butter. You know, we don't see the downside. All we're gonna see are these like really great moments. I read this thing the other day that said that in life, dieting is the only aspect where we don't allow ourselves to make mistakes. We don't allow ourselves to take a step backwards, to grow. Like, we're so hard on ourselves and so strict, and we don't accept failure when it comes to the way that we eat, when it comes to training, when it comes to getting in better shape. Like, we expect ourselves to be perfect and stringent, and like we're never gonna fall off the wagon. And I think that's so unrealistic, and it's something that people are setting an expectation that that's normal and you have to be perfect all the time. You don't. I wanted to show you guys this morning what I look like when I first wake up, and then later on in the day after I've had a couple meals. Really important that you see not everybody is going to be ripped and shredded and whatever all the time. If you're a natural athlete, like, genetics play a big role, and most of the time you're carrying fat somewhere. And I think that it's hard for people to see that when they perceive people on social media that edit their photos or are taking something, or, you know, they only show pictures of throwbacks when they were shredded and in show form. Like, there's so much more to that, and you have to love your body at every single stage. And whenever you're comparing yourself, it's just so hard to be happy with who you are in the moment. And so we need to be able to take a step back and say like, okay, I admire her. I think she's stunning. I think that her work ethic is amazing. Or, you know, wow, this guy is so ripped and he has these amazing abs or something. What do I have to bring to the table? This should push me, this should motivate me to become a better version of myself, but it should never cut me down and make me feel less about who I am as a person. So I'm just gonna bring you in here and I'm gonna show you what I look like at 5:30 in the morning, literally coming right out of bed with no food, no water, no nothing, because that makes a huge difference. This is me at 5:30 a.m. Feel great. Do you think this stays like this all day? No, it doesn't stay like this all day. That's not realistic. And once you eat, once you drink water, your body holds that because it's a machine and it needs those things to survive. So I was also going to show you, when I get on the scale, and it says that I'm 130 pounds. Do I freak out about the fact that my scale says I'm 130 pounds? Depends on the day. Some days I wake up and that will beat me up, that will eat me alive. And then other days I'm like, okay, first off I'm in pants, so sometimes I would immediately like rip them off and weigh myself again. Other times I just think, this is the universe telling me that when gravity pulls me down, I weigh 130 pounds. Does it show me how much muscle I have? Does it show me how much hard work I've been putting in? Does it say any of that? No, we have to take into account everything in our lives that's going to affect us, no matter what. And that number on that scale really means nothing. We shouldn't be looking at it. It doesn't show us how healthy we are. It doesn't show us if we love our bodies or not. It doesn't show us if we're mentally strong. This is just one snapshot. And even now, like, I'm not as shredded as I see other people being on social media. Does that upset me? Depends on the day. Sometimes I look and I'm like, wow, I just feel so gross. Like, I'm never gonna look like these other people. And that's something that I feel like we all need to work on. Hey everybody, so as promised, I just got off work. It's around 1 o'clock and I'm 3 meals in right now with no carbs. So feeling a little lethargic, and then I'll have a really good refeed day on Wednesday. But I obviously told you that I was going to show you like the different stages of my body throughout the days. Like, there's so many things that play into the way somebody looks. throughout the day. So I just want you guys to be aware and to not be so hard on yourselves, because I know that I am. I'm super hard on myself, and comparison can just really eat at you. It can make things that are supposed to be enjoyable and fun into something that's like bad for you, and you feed on that and you dwell on it, and it makes it into a negative experience, when really they should always be positives, because you're bettering yourself, you're pushing yourself, you're getting healthier. These are all positive things, so let's make it always a positive experience. This is where I'm at 1 o'clock. And as you can see, definitely fuller, and that's the way my body looks now after a couple meals. So even if I like push my stomach out, you never know what you're seeing. People do. Stop being so harsh. Stop picking on yourselves. Like, if there's things that you wouldn't want someone to say to you because it's mean and it's hurtful, why would you ever want to say those things to yourself? Hi. So I just got done at the gym. I did shoulders and abs, and then 25 minutes of interval on the Stairmaster, and I just wanted to share this with you because I worked so hard for this little tiny thing that I'm going to consider carbs. It's just a rice cake and real jelly and protein powder, but I worked so hard for this guy, but I am so excited. I seriously can't wait to eat this. This little tiny thing is like making my life right now, because whenever you don't have it, like, this little tiny thing becomes your entire world. I can't wait, I'm so excited. Hey guys, so basically at this point in the evening, I've had about 4 meals, and out of a gallon of water, I'm about 3/4 of the way there. Just was gonna show you kind of what my body looks like after 4 meals and about 92 ounces of water. And a lot of water going on in my system. So I still have a little bit of an oblique line, but as you can see, I'm just like a lot fuller. And my skin's holding more water. And don't compare yourself to other people. Allow yourself to feel proud of every progress point that you make, even if it's just teeny tiny, like, you know, choosing a salad over a burger or drinking extra water or something like that every single day. Just let yourself have those small wins. So please subscribe to my YouTube channel. If there's anything you want me to talk about in the future, please let me know.